Happy Wednesday, guys. This is where we get excited because this is the time of the week when we have 3 features. So we've got a little more time to share a little more with you this morning, and we are excited about that. We've got 3 amazing features this morning. So stay with us. Let's see what's going on in our news department, and we'll be back.
Good morning. Dylan Norbert Inglis has been appointed the first CEO of the Regulated Substances Authority, or RSA, tasked with regulating controlled substances and developing the cannabis industry framework.
The RSA's board consists of Mr. John Joseph, the chair, Vernie Manuel, deputy chair, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Commerce, Ms. Sophia Alfay Henry, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Francis Fontenelle, and his alternate, Mr. Sherman Emmanuel, the Controller of Customs. We also have Dr. Stephen King, Ms. Rosemary Pierre-Louis, and Mr. Kurt Harris.
Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte also announced Camille Joseph Pierre as the RSA's first corporate secretary. Meanwhile, the Cannabis and Industrial Hemp Bill is now available for public review, marking a significant step toward establishing a cannabis industry in St. Lucia. The Commerce Minister anticipates that the legislation could be enacted by the first quarter of 2025.
Everything depends on how active that public consultation is and whether we have to go back to the drawing board based on what we hear. So I don't want to put a fixed date on this.
Stakeholder consultations will be held from January 20th to February 7th, allowing citizens to voice their opinions. The bill outlines regulations from cultivating, processing and selling cannabis and hemp products, with hopes to present it to Parliament by March. Prime Minister and National Security Minister Philip J. Pierre insists that St. Lucia is one of the safest countries to live in and to visit. He says the government is committed to maintaining that status. The Prime Minister has pledged to enhance citizen and national security by providing strategic resources to strengthen the RSLPF's capabilities.
In the last 3 years, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has been consistently provided with human, physical, legislative, and operational resources to improve its capacity to deter, detect, and prosecute criminal activity.
The Prime Minister says these efforts aim to ensure safety and peace for residents and for visitors alike. The Department of Infrastructure is expecting pipe-laying work for the Chaussee Road Rehabilitation Project to be completed by the end of this month. Nationwide Construction is leading the project with the Water and Sewage Company as a key subcontractor. The project aims to improve the road while also rehabilitating the water and sewage systems that lie beneath that road. Now, according to the project engineer, Yolanda Antoine, only 30% of the pipe-laying work remains along the 700-meter stretch of roadway.
We did not know what was beneath the road surface. We have all the utilities there. We have flow cables, we have Wasco pipes, we have fire service pipes, and sewer pipes there. So as we go along, we encounter all these pipes along the road. So this really slows down the pace at which the project was supposed to be going at.
The project began in August last year and has faced several challenges and received mixed reactions from the public. But to reduce traffic congestion, the work schedule has been shifted primarily to nighttime. Additionally, work on manholes and crossing of major culverts will take place on weekends in order to minimize any disruptions. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching.
Kendall, thank you so very much. We need to take a short break and come right back. Kicking things off with an amazing St. Lucian, and she's got so many tears to her, but we leveled in this time on her first ever publication. She's doing her book, and we spoke a little bit about it. Here's Pepsi, and of course we got to big up Chela. Chela had to get a lot of big up on this link right there because Pepsi is definitely amazing and awesome. Let's learn about her book. Well, guess what, man? The new year, the wind, the vibe, the energy, the most high done rolling one of our, and Chilla, of course, Chilla. It came through Chilla, so I had to give Chilla her credit. Done rolling, a real star, a wonderful absolutely beautiful lady. I know. This is Pepsi, guys, and we're about to find out about Pepsi's book launch. But there is so much more to this lady, and I promise you that we're going to come back and we have to do a complete feature on her because St. Lucia needs to know. If you don't know, St. Lucia needs to connect with this lady and know who she is, what she's been doing, how she's been representing St. Lucia, flying Lucian flag in the outer world as well, because this is so vital to us right now for us to know the people who are out there who are making positive impact on our behalf.
Goodness me. What a opening. My goodness me.
I should have did the intro for the book though. Pepsi, welcome.
It's
an honor.
lovely to meet you.
Wonderful.
Lovely to meet you.
I am so honored. Now, you're St. Lucian by birth, but grew up in the UK, or your parents?
I was born in London, in an area called Paddington. If you're Lucian, you know, and you're from London. And it was like Harrow Road, Maida Vale, Ladbroke Grove, all that area. So it was a very, how can I say, very busy Caribbean community there. Wow. I grew up there, and my family are from, my mother and father are from Canaries, which is in the south of the island, as you know. And when I was growing up, I used to hear about Canaries. So it was always a place that was kind of in my imagination. And one day I would go. And the first time I went when I was about 16 with my mother. You know, I went on that 6-week holiday to Canaries, and I met my aunties and my cousins and my environment, and I felt really at home. So, how can I say? It's been about 14 years now since I've been living in St. Lucia, kind of living my dream, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now we're here to talk about a book launch. Is it your debut?
It's my debut.
A debut book launch. What is it titled again?
It's called Island Song. Wow. It's my first novel. And it's a story which is, how can I say, it's an accumulation of things I've heard, things I've made up, and true story too. But basically, it's the story of two sisters who are from Canaries, Ella and Agnes. Ella enjoys the confines of the village. Agnes wants to go out into the world. And like me...
My name is Agnes.
Your name is Agnes too.
The government
You
name.
could play Agnes, my goodness me. So Agnes is kind of inspired by her father, who passed very many years previously. And she wants to go to England, not only to go somewhere else, but to, make money, help her family, send parcels and all that kind of thing. So it's very much steeped in history as well, because there are sort of, how can I say, events that I've kind of put into the book that happens to Agnes in England. So there are true events, fictitious events. And if you're St. Lucian and you read it, you'll recognize a lot in it too.
Yes. What prompted you to do that publication, to capture this essence of, that culture of the travel from the Caribbean islands, migrating to the UK and this sort of stuff?
It's my family. It's my family. And I will say this, there are a few things that inspired me, but one of the main things that caused me a lot of anger was when the Windrush situation happened in the UK. And I had my mother and father's passports. I mean, my mother and father have passed. So those passports, I looked at them and I think, listen, I have to honor them, And my husband, who is wonderful, he said, look, write it down, Pepsi. So I began to write. And from that, I created a story that I hope that everybody will read.
Right. Is the launch going to be taking place? Has it happened already? Where can we find the book? Give me all the details, because right now I'm excited.
Well, the book is published on the 30th of January, the end of this month. I have to go to the UK because I am published by UK publishers HarperCollins. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on the HarperCollins site. I'm very, very excited. And I've already received some beautiful reviews, which I have to say, I read some of them yesterday and I cried because it was like, oh my gosh, they get the story. They get the story of us. Yeah.
Who best to write our story?
Who best to write our story? Someone who knows it.
So, we can't leave our stories to continually be written by people who are not us. So we want to congratulate you on your DB book, and we are looking forward to the launch, and we're also looking forward to come back and have a complete sit down, because this woman is dynamic. She is originally a singer, the entertainment world. She has performed alongside and in places and performed in musicals, things that are international. And we're going to find out a lot more about that in our later update or feature with Pepsi. But thank you so much for this.
For having me, honestly. Thank you so much. We love you too.
Listen, you're going nowhere. We're going to be harassing you a lot these days.
Oh my God. And thank you, Chayla. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you again, Che. And of course, we'll see you the next time. Got the opportunity to catch up with the farmers market at Kitlin Carew up at the farmers market in the Grosley area, in the Rodney Bay area. So it's back on stream. Farmers market is back on. And of course, we're going to be spending a lot more time with them in this 2025 as well, because they've got a lot going on. But here's some highlights, and here's Kitlin from last Saturday. Well, guess what? We're here at the farmers market. Here's Kitlin Carew. It's been a minute we touched base with you, baby. Happy New Year, sweetheart.
Happy New Year. Happy
Welcome
New Year.
back.
Thank you.
I know nothing stopped in your department.
Yeah,
you went right
that.
through, because industry, whether the season or not, that is when you need the good food.
Exactly.
And you kept things going, you and your ladies and your team over at Helen's daughter. We have not had the opportunity to speak to you since you made so much transition in, because a lot of things is happening. I remember we going to the farmers market. We had one location.
The pyramid, yes.
Right. We're here now at the
near the Aquatic Center grounds. We're here up north, and we've been doing this farmers market since June of last year as well. We were doing the two locations, one at the pyramid and one up north. As you know, we have farmers markets every 2 weeks.
Right.
And from our customer base, we realized that as much as we love the pyramid, but people would really needed a market here.
Yes.
There's no organized market in the north.
Yes.
So it's been really great. I'm sure maybe you've heard of our night markets in December. That was a hit.
Now behind the camera, they've been raving about it,
Yeah, so we're trying to bring these experiences, to all St. Lucians and to visitors, and just for you guys, as usual, to see the innovative products that women farmers have.
The space and the layout and everything here seems so comfortable as well. The ladies look like they like the spot a lot too.
Girl, yes, they do. They love it. And because the crazy thing is that a huge part of our customer base was actually from the north, going down to the pyramid. So that shows the loyalty, and we're really great to have this space as well. Hopefully we can continue to have it.
Right.
And to just connect the two, connect the ladies to their buyers, and also connect the consumers to great products and to their farmers.
Absolutely. Now, this particular location, how often does it run?
So it is every 2 weeks, the second and last Saturday of every month. And then we're going to be throwing in 2 night markets this year. The last one of the year, similar to last year, the Christmas night market will be on the 20th of December, but it's the key rule of thumb is second and last Saturday of every month.
Right. What are some of the plans, the future plans for this year? I know it's a woman that is big on planning and ensuring that you have things all in place. What are some of the things you have in as part of the plans for? Of course, we're going to come back and talk to you personally, but for Farmers Market, what are some of the things you have on the cards for this year?
Farmers Market, we're going to be elevating the experience in St. Lucia, but as you know, we're also in 2 other countries.
Yes.
So we're starting up our Farmers Market in St. Vincent. We're continuing our farmers markets in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we have a lot of background stuff aside from the farmers market. We're starting our telehealth, telecounseling line this January. So our farmers get free counseling support as well, and their families. We're also going to be doing a farmers market incubator, so the ladies here can actually access micro grants to be able to really, upskill themselves and their businesses. We have an ambassadorship program. There's a lot to talk about.
My God.
Too much.
All right. Well, for today, just know that the farmers market is happening at by the Aquatic Center. That's the new location, and you can definitely look forward to them on the 2nd and the last.
And the last Saturday of every month.
Right.
Indeed.
All right. So you could come on up. It's a nice atmosphere. The thing nice. You have food. You know all the things set up already. But certainly we need to come back and check in with you because there's a lot going on.
Indeed, there
Absolutely.
is.
Brand New Year. Happy New Year
Happy
again.
New Year. Thanks for supporting us.
As always. And let's wrap things up. Guess what? The man of the moment, we did not get an opportunity to connect with him, and a lot has happened since. The man definitely making waves, and international waves too, eh? Don't play with it. This is the man with the most exportable song for last year. Imran Nerdy, what you saying, brother? Well, it's New Year, but same circle. We are shifting the circle. The circle's small, it's tight, and it's solid.
Always.
Imran Nerdy is in the house, guys. Happy New Year,
What's up?
darling.
Same
How
to
you-
you, Maureen.
Mwah.
I
Happy
get.
New Year. Now, let me tell you something. The things happening, it's been happening. First, let me say congratulations. We have not
Thank
had
you.
the opportunity to speak since you were named the most exportable song.
Yeah.
So you got that title.
Right.
So we want to say congratulations.
Thank you very
No
much.
surprise there.
Yeah.
Because and when we talk about most exportable songs,
Yeah.
now we start to see songs export.
But yeah.
Things they all are Lily. Everybody Lily in that.
Yeah.
What Lily in that?
Yeah, the family,
Daddy.
so we
Oh,
have to make it
gosh.
happen. Remember,
Absolutely.
the goal is always to push the music beyond, not just for our fans in St. Lucia, but our fans globally.
Absolutely.
And then the part of the marketing is to push it for the people to make it happen. And that's what we're trying to
Well,
accomplish.
we're working, eh?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. What's been going on? For persons who may be in the dark, let's talk about some of the things
Right.
that you would have achieved coming out of the season from last year. Quite a number of things. And that's what
Yeah.
we continue to say to artists and say to creatives. The season, yes, it's there, it's one thing, but the season does not define everything else.
Okay,
Because
can I stop
Sure.
you by saying music is not a season.
Talk
right?
to me nice.
Now,
Yeah, that's
so from the moment you understand that part,
Yes.
everything switches.
Everything switches.
So it no longer becomes in this frame I know in this frame maybe we might release music and stuff like
Yes.
that because of how our calendar and how the industry works around.
Right, and the
But that doesn't mean you have to stop working after
Absolutely.
that. After that is marketing because there are 1 million carnivals around the world.
Absolutely.
So you understand.
Certainly. Now you seem to be taking on a different. You and your management seem to be
Yeah.
going into some places there because everybody looks to go to the next carnival. Everybody looks to go on the next show. The Caribbean banners and this and that. These things are happening, but you are tapping into some
Something
different markets.
Right.
Let's
so,
talk.
So the market, so we're trying to go into the more the international, like I'll say the international market, not just for soca music, but the feel to get into the feel where the music it's on a level that it is not just when you say soca, you hear soca is just carnival.
Yeah.
Soca is a global thing.
Yes.
You understand? So we're trying to tap into different fields with different individuals, different influencers, different people who could actually get the music to different heights. Right? And if they could relate to the music, we know we are good,
We
brother.
have something good.
Right.
Like Lily.
Yeah.
Lily dance. Lily say, what? All you mad? I say, I look at the thing, I say, oh God. I felt like I said, Lily, that is it. She handled that so well.
Yeah, man.
And you could have tell that she was
loved the
relating
song.
to the
She
song.
loved the
She
song.
related to the song.
Right? Because the song relates to everybody.
Exactly.
You understand? When you, after you work hard, all you want to do
And we
clock
talking
out.
clock out, eh?
Yeah, man. You just want to go out and just,
Absolutely.
you know,
so
relax.
Since we've had that feature where Lily gave that thing, have you received
Yeah,
some
man.
more presents?
It's been because we've been working on, because this is a campaign, a marketing campaign now, we're
Very
honest.
well.
So we've been working with additional people. So people actually reached out. They have a lot of interviews. They have guys actually coming down. I couldn't remember the name out of England. They're coming down to do some interviews and time to learn the artists, find out who is IMRAN and stuff like that. And we're trying to push out. We'll be going to England in the next 3 weeks.
Awesome.
So we'll be having some interviews there and stuff like that with the radios then. You know, making different stuff happen, connecting the dots. You
Right,
understand? And that's
right.
basically the thing, to export the music as much as possible for all Lucian people.
Most exportable song. Don't play with us.
Yeah.
Right. Now we also getting set for the St. Lucian
Carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
We have jazz, we have carnival. A whole
Right.
host of things is coming back around again. And of course, you're there. You're
Yeah,
in the
man.
mix. The thing happening. So what are some of the plans you have for the new year?
Well, the thing is, This year, like every year, you know, I switch up my sound every year. So this year, well, all my work is done already.
What?
Yeah, man.
No,
All
I
my,
said that, and that almost slipped past me. That,
yeah,
that
man.
what went on there?
All my music, everything done already.
So what we doing when we doing it?
So,
Okay.
all my
It
music-
means you have time so we could
yeah,
walk a lot.
Yeah, right. Small thing. So it's just a matter of just getting the music out in a different way. We're not doing it like we did the traditional way now.
Yeah.
We're doing it differently. It go be like a movie. You understand? You have to follow the series to understand it.
Ay, ay, ay.
You understand? And that's the
Right.
direction, right? This year the music will be not just no, like just, you know, soca is more just pump and jump and
Mm-hmm.
now it's more feel and relatability to the music. It's a lot of that. So even after the carnival, you could put it in your ears and you could just listen.
Yeah,
You know, feel like you had to jump up,
Yeah,
but you
right.
could listen. But
The
you
vital
understand.
energy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to take the opportunity again to congratulations.
Anytime.
Of course, we look forward to what you're coming with for the new year.
That's
We're
right.
there for this. You know, we on the train. We're hopping off now.
Not at
You
all.
understand? We're excited to see where this head.
That's
But
right.
you know what? It's an opportunity for you. I don't know if you've had interviews to date, but you definitely didn't have with us on DBS. So
nah.
it's an opportunity for you to.
So I
meet
would
your
like to
fans.
I'd like to shout out mainly my fans, my supporters. You are the people that make it happen. Without y'all, none of this is possible. Y'all, 100% heart goes out to y'all. My team, large up my whole management team, my marketing team, large up the whole family members and them that making stuff happen. Large up my boys on the outside that making sure all network is being plugged into. You understand? And you know already, you follow your boy on Instagram, IMRAN the official, my YouTube page, you understand? And go stream the music. If you don't stream the music, you don't share the music, people not hear the music. So St. Lucia support the music, yeah?
Wonderful. What you want to say to the whole of the St. Lucian public now? We're going into a new year. Any good words?
Yeah, man, I would like to say everybody, take time. Remember, it's not every day to just get up and just make it a day where you have to feel like it's a struggle and something. Take time for yourself. Take at least 5 minutes, breathe in, breathe out, 5 minutes for yourself. If it's a 5-minute party, you could take 5 minutes, right? But make time for yourself. That's the most important thing. 2025 was the goal, to make time for yourself.
Because after all, you can't pour from an empty cup. I think we're leaving on that note. Imran, big up you. We look forward to everything and more. Big up.
Been working for a while. I barely see my child. Hey, been working for so long. I barely know these songs.
Alright, that's a wrap.
Well, you see, today they wanna clock out. Boss tell me anything, then I'll walk out. A ticket in my pocket and it pop out. I need a glass of rum to put in my mouth. Yeah. Well, you see, today they wanna clock out.
When you're in room, listen, out here sweeping the place. If all you see me, only give me a little prop up the dress. That is a lot of load. But nonetheless, this is our show for today. An amazing Wednesday, and we bid you go on out and have a great one. All right, let's come back here tomorrow and do it all over again. We'll be having 3 features, but definitely, Imran Nuri told you, you gotta make time for yourself. If I want to leave something with you today, make sure you do that. It doesn't have to be a whole half day. It doesn't have to be a whole day, a whole week. Well, if that's what you need, then you take it. But you know what? Sometime daily, just 1 little minute, you just stop and just breathe in and you just reflect and you take a time and you own yourself. That's important. It's very vital. Take a little time for yourself today, Wednesday. Let's do it again tomorrow, no?